But it was interesting, hearing you speak today about, your mentality as a player and how your work ethic, your perseverance gave you the confidence to be the kind of player that you were.
Yeah.
And, my comment about that is every great player that I've ever met, they all have that.
Right.
They all have talent, but they all have that.
Right. The process, loving the process, loving the daily grind of it, and putting the puzzle together. It seems like this generation seems to be really concerned with the end result of things versus understanding, appreciating the journey to get there, which is the most important. The trials and tribulations that come along with it. You have successes, you have failures, but it's all part of the end.
Right.
The end game. And what I see a lot of time from young players is, they'll try, they'll push, and all of a sudden they get hit with some adversity. Nah, let me do something else. Instead of staying with it, you just stay with it.
Exactly.
A lot of guys just kind of give up on it because it's not happening now.
That's exactly right. Everybody wants to be the beast, but not everybody wants to do what the beast do. You heard that one before.
Oh yeah.
So, but and that's the challenge. But that's what I love about the process of being a coach.
With my kids, we talk a lot about just teaching excellence because it translates, right? Whether it's football, basketball, or baseball, whatever it is. Once you learn what excellence looks like, you can translate that into any field. Right? It's basketball, you translate it into writing, or whatever the case may be. Once you have what that excellence looks like and what that detail and attention to detail looks like, then you have a foundation that you can build anything on top of. Yeah.
We are sort of oriented toward helping people be successful and making the choices and decisions to be successful. And they say, well, if you go there, you won't have any fun.
I gotta laugh. That's funny. That's so funny. That's such a like an average thing to say. Like I just don't. What the hell does that even mean? Have fun. All right.
The fun of it is knowing you did your best to do something very well.
Right.
I mean, that's the fun of it.
Right. So. Being excellent is fun. I mean, I have one of my good friend of mine is Nadia Comaneci. And so I asked her just out of the blue, because I kept hearing people say this about her. She missed her childhood and all sorts of stuff. And I said, how do you feel about that? She goes, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I learned how to be the best in the world, and I traveled the world and saw some amazing places. Most of my friends were being children doing what? Hanging out at the mall and shopping?
Right.
What's fun about that? I'm the best in the world.
Right.
That's fun to me.
But I think we live in a little bit more of a, where do I get my self-gratification from? And do you really love the game, and do you love doing the things you need to do to be the best? Or do you just want to get some feedback over here on Twitter, about what you did or how somebody else thinks about you? And I think that's not really good for developing self.
You're not. You're gonna fake it. You're gonna fake it until you want to go up against somebody that is not faking it, and they're gonna call you bluff. And then you're gonna be in trouble.
And you're gonna get exposed.
Yes, you're gonna be in trouble. You're absolutely gonna be in trouble.
I thought it was great that you said, with patience, you have to be impatient.
Yes.
But you can't get frustrated.
No. And that, for me, it was, okay, well, why am I not playing? What can I do differently? I have to be better. All right, well, then that's not good enough. Then I have to be twice as good, right? And for me, it was a challenge of getting to a place where it's undeniable. You have to play me because I'm that good. I'm that efficient. I'm strong at both ends of the floor. So it actually helped me, because I was coming off the bench for the first 2 years. And it was like, okay, I have to figure this out. I have to be, right? So I use it as a source of motivation, not to get frustrated and complain and whine about it.
But you were being responsible for your own self-determination.
It's also the strength, too, of being able to tell, your family members and your friends to shut up. Because, they'll be in my, oh, you should be starting. Oh, you should be playing. I don't know what they're doing. Shut up. If I'm not playing, I need to get better at this. I need to get better at that. There's things I can control, and this is what I'm going. But unfortunately, there's a lot of noise, a lot of outside noise from friends and, former coaches and all sorts of stuff, filling your head with nonsense. And you have to be able to have the strength to edit that and say, no, I don't want to hear it. This is on me.
Right.
And that becomes tough for young players.